y'all, this is Marley K. I hope y'all are well. Got a story I want to share with you that came out on December 31st, 2023. Kim said that his military leaders are going to mobilize the most powerful means to destroy the enemies, including the United States. The North Korean dictator delivers message while congratulating them on 2023 accomplishments. So I just find this interesting because in that movie, Leave the World Behind, if I'm not mistaken, this country was mentioned as one of the nations that was dropping down leaflets during the attacks on the West Coast, I think. I'm not sure if it was East Coast or West Coast, but anyway, was two nations that don't like us, like them folks, the American people, who were allegedly attacking this country, but you never know. So anyway, I'm gonna just get into this because again, we don't know who gonna do what, but we just know something is coming. So I just want to talk about it. North Korean dictator, y'all know his name, told his military leaders during a meeting on Sunday to mobilize the most powerful means to destroy South Korea and the US if either country chooses to go to war, according to state media reports. Kim warned the leaders of the dangers of an armed confrontation that is quickly becoming a reality on the Korean Peninsula. He blamed maneuvers by the U.S. and other enemies, which would require North Korea to sharpen the sword to protect itself. And I find that interesting that he said that, because that is really like something that is biblical. Like, you're supposed to protect yourself. And it talks about throughout the Bible how the children of Israel were constantly at war, having to prepare for war to do battle against our enemies. That's something that Black people have not been allowed to do for quite some time. And so now that we are at this place where we are really discovering we are on our own and we're living in as captives in this country, like, we are in a real pickle here, and we need to take note. So it says, if they choose military confrontation and set the fire, we must mobilize all the most powerful means to deal a crushing blow and completely destroy them. Completely destroy them. Y'all heard that? All right. Kim was quoted as saying by the Korean Central News Agency, KCNA. The dictator hosted his senior military leaders at the ruling Workers' Party headquarters to acknowledge and congratulate them on their accomplishments during 2023, KCNA said. Kim also attended a late-night concert to celebrate the new year, KCNA added. State media reported on Saturday that Kim's New Year's resolution was to develop more nuclear materials and launch 3 more military satellites in 2024. So it says, their ultimate goal is to have an overwhelming war response capability, Kim said. North Korea has worked extensively in the past year to increase cooperation with its regional allies, Russia and the People's Republic of China. The bear and the dragon. Kim has been in communication with both Chinese president and Russian president, not saying their name, to meet the latter face to face. The supreme leader made a rare trip out of the country by train. The Central Committee of the North Korean Workers' Party gathered in Pyongyang last week for the multi-day plenary meeting to review policies leading into the new year. While the supreme leader of North Korea has historically been expected to deliver a New Year's Day speech to the people, Kim has delivered the yearly recap speech at Workers' Party meetings since 2020. North Korea has ramped up its aggression throughout 2023, launching ballistic missiles into the sea around Japan and threatening retaliation against U.S. military exercises. So, as you can see, it's getting hot everywhere. Everywhere is hot. There's no place on earth that's not hot. And because we are captive here, we have to pay attention to, what these leaders are saying. Because if we live in these cities that are slated to be targeted or sacrificed, um, you know, it's going to impact our people and our numbers. A lot of people will be caught off guard and be unaware of what's happening. And as things escalate, we just need to pay attention. Again, prepare for everything and anything. You should have, your iodine pills. You should have water. You should have food. You should have plastic to be able to put over your window so you can shelter in place. You should have a plan if you need to escape to get out of the fallout, if an event should occur. What to do if something else is attacked, like your capital, the state capital, or even the nation's capital. Do you have a plan how you're going to communicate with family out of town? It's just a lot of things that we need to be concerned about. We do need to have faith, but we also need to be doing some work to prepare for whatever is to come, and hopefully we'll be found worthy to escape. Pray to the Most High to give you wisdom, on what you need to do and how you need to prepare for these wild times that we're getting ready to embark on, and to make sure that you understand that no matter what earthly sources you have, you be plugged into the main source, which is the Creator, who gives you the insight and the wisdom and the knowledge to know what's coming, how to navigate it, how to prepare, what you need to do for yourself and for your family, and even eyes to see what is coming, because a lot of people cannot see. They don't have the ability to see. They don't want to see. They are like literally hypnotized by whatever comes on television, whatever comes up in their social media feed, not, able to critically think about anything that they see or hear. Definitely not willing to have tough conversations about the bad things that are happening. They don't want to talk about anything that's subject to make them feel sad or afraid. So let's pray that people wake up and stop having that attitude of fear and that attitude that they will somehow, miss everything that's going on in the world. Ain't nobody gonna miss nothing. We all gonna get some smoke, but those of us who prepare and who have been watching may be able to survive a little better than those who have been unwilling or unable to see because of whatever reasons, whether it's willful ignorance or because they are under some psychological manipulation. So please like this video, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload new content. Make sure you are subscribed if you have been subscribed previously. I noticed some of my numbers are going away, so I don't know if the algorithms are taking away people, what they're doing. But anyway, just make sure you are subscribed, because right now I'm just like stuck at 477 subscribers. I can't even get to 500. After a year, you still can't get to 500. It's like no excuse. So you got to know that they are definitely concerned about the content that is discussed on this channel, which is why it does not grow. But if you are here, you are in the know, you know what's going on, and you should feel good about the fact that you did find me and you are staying on top of what's going on around the globe. Follow me on Odyssey and Rumble. Links are in the description. Also on Instagram and Facebook. Links are in the description. in the event that this channel is taken down off of YouTube, which I expect it will be, you will be able to find me perhaps on other platforms. If you'd like to contribute to the channel, links are in the description. I have a link for coffee and this Venmo as well. Any support that you could give the channel greatly helps with all the persecution that we endure and all the stress that goes into doing this and the risk. So I know a lot of people just think we do this out of fun or just because we want to be different and want to have a YouTube channel. No, I do it because I'm called to do it. And I've been doing it for quite a while. I used to write, but writing got shut down. So I do this, and this is kind of shut down. But I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm doing it more in person than I am online. So that's why I've been not producing content. But I'm getting ready to go back to producing the content because people are not home. People are not in town. I had an opportunity to reach a lot of new people over the holiday season, which I feel like is good. And hopefully they'll share this information with other people and that'll be more reach. So even if you only reach one person, you've accomplished something. You can wake up one person, you've accomplished something huge because people are mad asleep. And I had a friend whose brother came home, and he was I can't say what he does for a living, but he does something tied to making stuff for war. I just say that. So we could have a different type of conversation. And we had really good conversation, but he had no clue about some of the things that I was talking about. And so now, that brother is just awakened and he's looking at stuff and he's like, wow. He's like, since you took the scales off my eyes, I can see all kinds of stuff. And so for me, I felt like that was a huge accomplishment because he was open, he received it, he was willing to listen, and he asked questions, and I could show him, you know, things that are going on in real time all over the globe. And he was just like, wow, how do you know all this? I don't even know how you do it. But that's, something that the creator gave to me as an ability to see. And so I use it to help my people. And I'll help anybody, but I'm definitely all about helping my people because we are the least protected people on this earth. Everybody knows we're mistreated. Everybody hates us, and yet nobody does anything. Everybody piles on to hate us and mistreat us. So it's kind of like I'm helping the underdog. I'm an underdog kind of girl. So that's what I'm doing. We are underdogs. Our people are underdogs right now. It's not our permanent status. We were under some curses, but the curses are being broken. And so now we're able to see, now we're able to speak, now we're developing our boldness and sharpening our weapons and preparing for war. We got a war with our hands, we got a war with our minds. And right now it's a time for war with our minds. So I'm trying to teach my people how to see, how to strategize, how to counter the adversary, because he ain't hard to beat. You just got to see him and know what he's getting ready to do. And he announces what he's doing. So there's no excuse for us to fail all these tests. But, we're going to fail some tests. What we need to do is just bounce back, get back up, keep going. You ain't going to get everything. You won't get everything every time. But if you continue on this journey, taking that narrow path, coming out of this system, trying to become more self-sufficient, turning off your TV. In fact, you should throw them in the trash can as far as I'm concerned. And just be willing to understand the role of technology. You use it for good and not for evil. Use it to get knowledge and wisdom while we still can, because things are changing every day. This system is getting ready to go down. Everything is going down. So you should be, expecting challenges over the next 2 years. Not even 2 years. I say the next year and a half. All right, this is Marley K. Keep plugged in, y'all. A lot of stuff is happening. Love y'all, and I'm out.